Hello everyone, welcome to Pokédex. As you guys know, from time to time I like to play other people's decks. This is one of those times. I'm going to be playing Robert Davies, Groudon, Dusknoir, and Wailord EX deck. So there was this interview on Team Fish Knuckles' YouTube channel. I'm going to be posting the link to that video where you guys can see Robert Davies being interviewed. He top-aided with this magnificent deck. In a state somewhere. I forgot where. Sorry about that. The deck is really insane, and I think it's really cool. So I decided to play the deck myself and show you guys how it runs. If you guys want in-depth analysis of the deck card by card, you can go watch the interview. I urge you guys to do that. But I'm going to be explaining the basis of the deck just so that you aren't in the dark while we play the deck. So this is a Groudon EX deck, a Primal Groudon EX deck at its core. We're hopefully going to build a single Primal Groudon EX and ride it to victory. And to be able to use a single Primal Groudon EX, we have to take care of the damage that the Primal Groudon takes. So we have Focus Sash instead of the Spirit Link, because it's the only attacker that we're playing, so we don't really need to attack, so we can afford to lose the turn. In order to primal reversion, evolve, whatever this is called, and in order to keep but the focus sash only works when the primal Groudon has no damage on it, so in order to keep it clean of damage, we are going to use Dusknoir. So this dude, it's not the one with the Sinister Hand ability, it's the one that has Shadow Void that soaks up damage from our Pokemon. We have a pretty thick line here. It's a 4-4-3 line. We want to build 2 or 3 of these guys if possible on our bench and just soak up damage from the Primal Groudon and possibly use max potions there because these guys have no energy on them. Then we have 2 Wailord EX, which are the walls that we will hide behind. And it's a basic with 250 HP. It's the most HP on a basic Pokemon so far. So we're going to use it just to take a beating, basically. We can use potions if we decide that we want to take some extra time, or if we were going to discard the potions anyway, or something like that. So, plus there's also Water Veil, which is a cool ability. That means that we can always retreat the Wailord, and we'll get to that in a second. The other Pokemon in the deck is Mr. Mime to prevent the bench damage, which is kind of a thing now with the Landorus Bats deck. So I won't focus too much on every single card of the deck. I'm just going to pick the stranger choices. There's a town map in here. I don't really like town maps, but I guess in this deck, because we're playing so many one-offs, I guess you can make a case for it. Sometimes we really need to, in some matchups, we really need to get the Lysander's Trump card, and there's only one, or the Plasma Energy, for example, so it's a nice way to make sure that we draw the correct prize. Although I don't think I will be digging for it exactly every time. So there's also Colress in here, and this deck plays 4 of it, which is the strange part. Mostly we see like 2 or even 1. But this deck plays 4, actually plays a lot of draw card supporters. There's also 4 Corina, which are very good in the early game, not so much in the later game, and Colress is the other way around. There's 4 Sycamore and 3 N, so there's a lot of card drawing in this deck. Hopefully we'll be playing a supporter every single turn to shuffle back and draw cards and see a lot of different cards. The Lysander Trump card, as I mentioned before, is a very important card in a lot of matchups, and even in cases where our deck just, the normal running of the deck just asks for it. For example, we might need to play a Sycamore early on and discard some important Pokemon like the Dusclops or Dusknoir, something from that line. So Lysander Storm card helps us get some Pokemon from the Dusknoir line back into the deck, the Max Potions back into the deck, the Stadiums, because we're only playing 3, possibly some energy as well, so it pulls a lot of weight for just a single card. We're only playing 2 via Seeker, but I guess that should be enough. The most important card to recur here is the Lysander Trump card, the combo, but we can also, of course, go for another supporter. As I mentioned, the stadiums, we're playing 3. It's the 2 Fairy Garden, which allow us to retreat, since this deck plays Rainbow Energy. That's pretty cool, because if we put it on Wailord, that means the Wailord will be able to retreat, because it will heal all the special conditions when we drop the energy. So there's a nice little combo there, which makes sure that we can retreat every turn that we do that. And then there's a Silent Lab, which is very good against Virizion Genesect to prevent the red signaling. That's basically what this card is here for. I know a lot of, and Davies mentions this in this deck, a lot of Virizion Genesect decks are playing Plasma Frigate now to counter the Silent Labs. But if they do, we have a single Plasma Energy in here. We will hopefully be dropping it on Primal Groudon as soon as we can. And the Plasma Frigate reads, if any Pokemon that have a Plasma Energy on them lose their weakness, so if they use the Plasma Frigate in order to red single the Primal Groudon into the active position, suddenly if we have the Plasma Energy there, we won't be knocked out by the Virizion anymore. So that's pretty cool, I think. I think it's actually really easy to play around that, but yeah, if you're catching your opponents off guard, I think that can work, and he was catching everyone off guard with this because no one knew this deck. So let's just play the deck. There's really, I don't think I can explain the deck better than he can, and you guys should, if you like this deck, you should definitely go listen to the interview. Let's just play a quick match here, hopefully get a, okay, so probably playing against Seismitoad, Garbodor. Don't know if that's true, but so the first thing we want to do is just to play a primal, put a Primal Groudon into play as fast as we can, possibly even have the Focus Sash on the Groudon. What happened? Okay, so looks like we got the free win here. Don't really know what happened there. Possible disconnection from my opponent. I'll go look for another one. So now it seems like we're playing against a Nightmares deck. With Grass Energy in there, so maybe he's playing something like the Illumise deck that I showed you guys the other day. Oh, there's a Raichu, huh? And actually Grass Energy. I'm kind of surprised. I wasn't expecting to see. Yes, I want to draw a card. Okay, there's the Wailord. Kind of sucks that we didn't get it in the... Okay, so it's actually a Flareon deck, which makes more sense now. And there's also a Raichu line in there, so not really afraid of that, but it can hit for a lot of damage, so I'm just going to discard this Lysander and also the Colress because it's the weakest card in the early game. Let's see. Okay, so we have a second Primal Groudon, so I don't really care about discarding this one. And I think I'm going for the normal Groudon. Normal Groudon EX, I mean. Put it down. I think I'll drop the Stadium as well, because this deck usually doesn't play a lot of Stadiums. And now I either N or Sycamore. I think I'm going to N. We're going to give our opponent a card, but oh well. We get a town map. Alright, there's another Wailord in there. My opponent is possibly going to kill our Duskull, which kind of sucks, but if he doesn't, I am going to play this Corina. Okay, that kind of sucks. But I'm going to play Corina for... Oh, forget about that, okay. Can actually get to Groudon EXs, which I don't think is the most important thing in the world. Actually, that would kind of suck. I just want my opponent to play a lot of basic Pokemon so that our Colress becomes better. I do not want to put the second Groudon EX on the bench, but maybe we'll have to. I don't know, let's see. I'm also going to shuffle both of them into the deck, which kind of sucks, but which means we will be getting hit by hammers. And the opponent is playing Drifloon, so I guess there's at least an extra hammer in there. Let's see how this goes. Okay. There's a Focus Sash, pretty cool. Let's play the second Duskull, and now I will draw 6 cards. Yeah, I don't really want to play the second Groudon. I'd rather have useful stuff in there. Can also go for the Lysander's trump card, but I think it's actually too early and I want to draw business cards. Okay, we have some here. I can play the Escape Rope, and I will, because I want to put the Wailord in there, protect my Duskull. Okay, Wailord. And kind of sucks now, because I wanted to play this Ultra Ball, but I think I'll have to save it for next turn, because I want every single one of the other cards here, meaning the energy and the Snore, so I don't mind discarding the Max Potion this soon in the game, this early in the game I mean. Okay, we managed to keep a lot of important stuff in there. Our opponent is going to start hitting our Wailord DX pretty hard. We kind of need another supporter here. We have 2 Colress, 2 VS Seeker, 2 N, 4 Sycamore, so there's like 10 cards that we only have 3 Sycamore because there's one in the prizes, so we have like 9 cards. I wouldn't mind the Korean as well. Okay, there's an N from our opponent, which is actually pretty cool. That just gave us a lot of business. Okay, our Max Potion will be really good because it means that the opponent will take an extra turn to kill the Wailord. And by the time we use the Primal Groudon, hopefully, he'll probably have a second Leafeon, but hopefully we have our Dusknoir line built up. So, okay, let's play this thing first. Let's just grab something that I will discard, like the Primal Groudon, I guess. Seems worse. And now let's just grab an Ultra Ball. There's still another Ultra Ball in there. So I'll discard this and this. And grab a Dusclops. Put it down. And just heal the damage and pass the turn. Okay, another Silver Bangle and another Leafeon is coming. Makes total sense that our opponent would do that, because both our wall and our only attacker in the deck are weak to Leafeon. So let's think for a bit. If I have a charged up Primal Groudon, that means 4 energy on it, and 4 times 4, it's 160, plus 60, that's 220, so hopefully we won't be... Of course we also have the Silver Bangle, so that means only 230 damage at most would come our way, so... The Trubbish is actually kind of scary, because it might prevent the damage counters from going away. Okay, there's another Duskull, that's pretty cool. Let's put this thing down, let's Sycamore. There's a potion. Do I heal the Wailord, or do I just say screw it? Put this thing away. If I say screw it, I have to believe that I draw an energy next turn. I think I can, because we have so many cards that we're going to be drawing. So yeah, okay. I'll play ball. I'll let my Wailord DX die. If we don't, we can still retreat, of course, because we still have the Rainbow Energy on the Primal Groudon, so... Yeah, and the Garbodor is actually coming. That kinda sucks. Love to be able to grab it with a Lysander, but I will not be able to do so next turn, because I would have to have both an energy and a Lysander, and we can't draw 2 cards, so only one of those things has the possibility of happening. Opponent's taking a long time here. I don't know what he's considering. Actually think I only need to move energy away for one turn, so the opponent still has to play the tool on the Garbodor once. We also have the Lysander card, so even if our guy got killed, possibly we could come back, although it's going to be really hard. Well, I've seen stranger things happening, so I would love for my opponent to actually move his ass and just... Okay, there's an Ultra Ball finally. He's playing a really weird deck with... okay, there's a VS Seeker. Hopefully you will probably play a Colress, yeah. And draw 1001 cards. Okay, there's another Battle Compressor. Oh man, it's taking a long time to play his turn out, so... Okay. Let's see. 180 damage. Let's go with a Primal Groudon. We can always switch back, as I said, so... Would love to N here. Okay, we do not grab an N. Let's see what my opponent has discarded. He has a really... There's 2 float stones in the discard pile. I would love to believe that this does not have extra tools for his Garbodor, because this deck seems really stuffed with cards, so I think I'm just going to play the Groudon, and because at this point I think I have the space in the bench, and I want a Colress for an extra card, so hopefully you draw the energy that we need. If we don't, we have to retreat. Okay, there's a lot of energy. Silent Lab doesn't really make a difference here. And I actually might need the... You never know, I might need the Stadium, so I won't put it down. Just thinking if I play the Ultra Ball or not. I think I will, actually. I'm going to discard the Scarina and the Silent Lab. Yeah. And grab a Dusknoir. Alright. This thing down. Do we have the Lysander in the discard pile? Yes, we do. It's the first card in there, so maybe next turn we can actually grab the Garbodor. Or maybe... Yeah, if the opponent... Okay, let's pick this one. And... Yeah, only one card. I forgot I'm not killing any X Pokemon. Okay, so let's think for a bit. If my opponent does not play an item, that makes it really easy for us, because we just move damage away. Don't really need to do anything else. If the opponent does not attack with his Leafeon, though, if he attacks with, I don't know, Raichu, I might pull his Garbodor and kill it, so there is that. I would attack with Raichu if I were him. That's just more bang for your buck, I guess, because it would be dealing 100 damage, which is good either way, because Leafeon is not going to be killing our Primal Groudon in any way you paint it, so... But if my opponent does not have the float stones, he's in real danger of just simply losing here. Or the float stones or any item, to be honest. It's taking a long time to consider his options, so... Okay, so he actually attacks with the Leafeon. I'm kind of surprised by that. Yeah, don't really mind it at all. Because now I think I move the damage away. Oops. Oh man, this takes a million years. It kinda sucks. because we got this turn, I don't think I even need to kill the Garbodor, to be honest. I think I can just take out his attacker. And you will have to have a second Leafeon in order to make our life miserable, and the item and the tool. So, and still that wouldn't be a guarantee because we could just kill the Leafeon. And I don't know. Still kind of scared of that thing, so I think I won't be Lysandering, so I'm going to discard this, and I guess the Fairy Garden. I don't think I need it. I want a Colress and I want to keep the VS Seeker in there. So yeah, and I want to grab the other. You know what? Actually think I will be Colressing and drawing 10 cards. No, I'd rather draw 9, to be honest. So yeah, I'll just play the Colress as it is. Okay, there's the Max Potion, and there's the... okay. And I'll just kill his attacker here. Okay, let's draw the Wailord. Because the only way I see this going wrong is him playing a tool there and actually being able to attack with a Leafeon. If that does not happen... Okay, there's a VS Seeker for Lysander Strom card. Okay, so he is shuffling his cards back into his deck. And our cards as well. Kind of feel like I should have drawn the Sycamore. But I'll be able to get it next turn, so it doesn't really matter. And I also can 0-Zeke away whatever he puts on Garbodor, so we are fine at this point, I think. Okay, there's an Ultra Ball. Can grab another Leafeon. But I'll be drawing the Sycamore this turn, so there's an Eevee. There's the Leafeon. I just want to grab a potion with his Karina. If he's not playing a tool on his Garbodor, and I don't think he is, because he did not play anything that draws him cards. So I think the Floatstones and the Silver Bangles are still in the deck. Possibly next turn, but then we will hopefully have the 0-Zeke in hand. It's definitely taking his time. I understand my opponent's point of view, but it's really taking a million years here. So, okay, there's the 100 damage. I just want to grab a potion here. Keep that Lysander in hand. That 0-Zeke in hand, I mean. Let's grab the Primal Groudon, because why not? It's a free card. And the Max Potion. And let's start. Okay, I can heal 10 damage with this dude, so let's do that. Let's heal the damage off, and let's heal some more damage. 2. Oops. There's so many clicks, man. There's such a big possibility of a misclick here. I hate how this is programmed. I think they should be careful with this. Okay, so we're going to kill this dude. I think I'm going to play the Wailord now. Yep. We're going to be killing his dude, and then he will possibly going with a Leafeon and a tool on his Garbodor, but we have 0 Zik in hand, so hopefully that's going to be the play here. Okay, I just hope he doesn't end, but if he's ending, he's not showing a lot of cards, so maybe he doesn't get there to the tool I'm in. And also his deck doesn't play a lot of ends, so I would be surprised to see an end, to be honest. So, okay, there's a Juniper, exactly. He's going for the tool, most likely. And I'm ready for that. It's a computer search for the tool, which is going to be a Float Zone, I assume. I would be really surprised if he did not play that. Okay, there it is. Yeah. I'm just glad we have the 0 Zik, so that means that we will happily have everything here. So there it is. Let's just get rid of that thing and let's just heal some more damage. Can still heal 20 with this tooth. It's an extra 10. And now let's go with this one. Going to heal off every single point of damage that our Primal Groudon took. Okay. Still heal every single point of damage. This takes so long. It's so such a boring process, but also this 10 damage here. Okay, there we have it. All of the damage is gone. And now, even if he kills the Primal Groudon, we can still build a second one, I guess. So let's just Gaia Volcano away his attacker, grab an energy, and that's it. Okay, another Leafeon. Let's see if he has what it takes to play a second tool on his Garbodor and have a I guess he has to have an extra attacker besides this one, because this one hits us. Let's imagine for a moment that it does have the tool for his Garbodor. So this one hits us, and then we kill it, and then he has to have another Leafeon. So, and we can still build another Primal Groudon. I mean, I guess it's going to be hard, but we can get there. Doesn't even have to be Primal, so a normal Groudon actually works. Guess the opponent is going for a Flareon here. Is that what's happening? Gets nothing? Okay. Okay, I guess we are getting really close to the end of the match. There's an N. Kind of brutal at this point, but I still don't think the opponent is actually there yet. There's a compressor. Okay, sure. Play your cards. Karina or a VS Seeker makes sure that we win. Okay, there's a Silver Bangle. That kind of sucks, but he still has to find another attacker that's capable of dealing 80 damage. Actually, that's not much, so... But if I shuffle everything... No, I can't shuffle, because he will get the Leafeon back. Oh. Huh. Kinda sucks. Let's heal the damage here, I guess. Yeah, so and he has a lot of Flareons there, so... Hopefully that's all of them. He's likely to have another. I mean, there's not really that much that I can do here. I cannot give him all of those cards back, can I? Because a Leafeon would just kill us and we would be giving him another Leafeon. And he did not grab anything with his Ultra Ball, so I don't know. I think I'm just going to attack here. Maybe this is really, really wrong, but... At the same time, we have not lost yet. I can still go with a Wailord, because he still has to draw 4 prizes. Can still do can still get there. Plus, if he's going with a Flareon now, with his Eevee, and he kills our Primal Groudon, we will just Lysander's Trump card everything away again, so making life really hard on our opponent. His Eevee comes forth, but I hope it's too late. Actually, this is kinda turning into kind of an interesting game, hopefully for you guys too. Really long game. Our opponent does not give up easily, and that's pretty cool. We also have to knock out a lot of Pokemon, which is kind of bad for this deck. Hopefully we would only have to kill 3 to grab all 6 prizes, but my opponent is forcing me to just... Okay, there's the VS Seeker. He's probably going to draw a lot of cards here, either for a Colress or a Sycamore. Okay, there's a Lysander, okay. Interesting. That means he's going to grab probably the Wailord or something, yeah. Don't really mind that, because I can Lysander Storm card. Okay, now I don't want to Lysander Storm card, I just want to play the Sycamore and hopefully draw a Rainbow Energy. There it is. Okay, so we have the win here. Let's put it down, retreat, and just bam! Okay, there we have it. The opponent is faster with a trigger than we are and concedes. This is Robert Davies' deck. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you do and you want to know more about the deck, please go listen to the interview on Team Fish Knuckles' channel, which is a pretty cool channel. I think you guys will definitely love that if you guys like this channel. So tell me what you think in the comment section below. Until next video, see you guys next time. Bye.